I do want to ask you about Miami last year, Calais, and what happened prior to the home opener last year. Is that something that lingered with the team, that you just couldn't, that it hung over the team for weeks or months, or that's not fair to say? Calais.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair to say. It definitely, had a lingering feeling for a few weeks,
Okay.
but I don't think it was like, enough of an impact to kind of justify like why we didn't play as good as we wanted to play early in the season. But, that is a surreal feeling, right? I mean, just on your way to work, you've done it, so many times before, and you're pretty much at work, and, I'm driving in, and I see, like there's a little bit of, just the road's blocked off. You're trying to figure out why, because it's never blocked off. And then you pull up and I see, Tyreek in handcuffs, or, get ready to be put in handcuffs. And so I pull over like, oh, wow, this is a big deal. And then obviously trying to, help the best way I can, led me be in the handcuffs, which is even more surreal. But when you go to like that moment, and like all the stuff that happened afterwards, because it's not just the moment, right? It's all the, the media, the family, everybody reaching out, talking about it, I mean, in the locker room, all the players trying to figure out what happened. It definitely lingered way more than it should, but, we did the best we could to kind of, keep it at bay and keep the main thing. And, but that was a very surreal thing. I mean, I've been, playing this game a long time and driving to the stadium a long time, and that's definitely not something I ever thought could happen when you don't really break any rules, but that's just the world we live in. But the beautiful thing is that, we were able to get through it and still, even though we started the year off kind of slow, I mean, we were 26 at the trade deadline. We made the last game matter, and I felt like that was it was definitely an opportunity to for me to try to be the best leader I can be and try to keep everybody together. And I think we did a decent job. I mean, wish we'd have made the playoffs and made a run, but finishing the year off strong was definitely something I can hang my hat on.
Yeah, you definitely won 6 of the last 9, but the 2 and 6 is what led me to ask that question, to see if it was lingering or any sort of sense on that. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.